嗨，各位同学好，欢迎来到 Phonics 自然音标 Phonics 自然音标的课程。今天老师要为你介绍的是 Vocabulary of the Day Vocabulary of the Day 一样的，今天老师会为你介绍两个单字，那我们可以做一些进阶的学习。Okay, there are two vocabulary words we can study and learn from. And 那当然，今天这两个单字呢，是跟一些我们讲说我们喜欢看的这种卡通游戏这些影集有关的一个著名的一个美国的一个卡通影集。Okay, we'll go for two vocabulary words today. And now I will pronounce the first words, and you can try to catch the vocabulary. Let's go for it. The first vocabulary of the day, animated, animated, animated. And second vocabulary words of the day, cartoonist, cartoonist, cartoonist. Okay, if you know how to spell those two words, please do so. And now I will repeat the vocabularies one more time, so listen carefully. The first vocabulary of the day, animated, animated, animated. And second vocabulary of the day, cartoonist, cartoonist, cartoonist. Okay, if you know how to spell those two words, please write them down. Okay, now I will give you more information and detailed definition for those two vocabulary words. And we're using spelling bee skills. So let's catch those vocabulary. Let's go for the first one. Animated, animated, animated. Definition of animated in English. Adjective. Full of life or excitement, lively, and animated conversation. More example sentences. I don't understand this phenomenon that jump starts my brain in animated conversation or a heated exchange and petrifies it to molasses when I ask it to be creative. The origins of animated. Late Middle English from Latin animate, instilled with life from the verb animare, from anima, life, soul. Okay, I will repeat the definition one more time, so let's listen carefully again. Animated. Definition of animated in English. Adjective. Full of life or excitement, lively. An animated conversation. More example sentences. I don't understand this phenomenon that jumpstarts my brain in animated conversation or heated exchange and petrify it to molasses when I ask it to be creative. The origins of animated. Late Middle English from Latin animate, instilled with life from the verb animare. From anima, life, soul. Okay, let's go for the second vocabulary of the day. Cartoonist. cartoonist, cartoonist. Definition of cartoonist in English. Noun. An artist who draws cartoons. A political cartoonist of the local newspaper. More example sentences. What lessons can cartoonists draw from the walls over digital formats? And how can those lessons be more profitably applied? The origins of cartoonists. Late 16th century, since 3 of the noun, from Italian cartone, from cut up, from Latin cut up, shut up, see card. Since 1 of the noun, dates from the mid-19th century. Okay, I will repeat the definition one more time, so listen carefully. Cartoonist. Definition of cartoonist in English. Noun. An artist who draws cartoons. A political cartoonist of the local newspaper. More example sentences. What lessons can cartoonists draw from the walls of digital formats? And how can those lessons be most profitably applied? The origins of cartoonists. Late 16th century, since 3 of the noun. For Italian, cartone. From cut up, from Latin cut up, shut up, see card. Since 1 of the noun, dates from the mid-19th century. 好的，各位同学们，不知道刚刚有没有注意听啊？我们老师的发音啊，不好意思哈。刚刚有点不好意思，有一点点小小的荧幕这个挡住。好 ，Anyway， 我们来看看我们刚刚的这个单字，请同学们看我们刚刚介绍这2个单字用 Spelling Bee 美式拼音的规则。我们先介绍这个单字 animated。Definition of animated in English. Adjective. Full of life or excitement, lively. An animated conversation. More example sentences. I don't understand this phenomenon that jump-starts my brain in animated conversation or heated exchange and petrifies it to molasses when I ask it to be creative. Origin. Late Middle English from Latin animate, instilled with life, from the verb animare, from anima, life, soul. Cartoonist. Definition of cartoonist in English. Noun. An artist who draws cartoons. And political cartoonist for the local newspaper. More example sentences. What lessons can cartoonists draw from the walls of digital formats? And how can those lessons to be most profitably applied? Origins. Late 16th century, since 3 of the noun. From Italian, cartone. From cut up, from Latin, cut up, shut up, see card. Since 1 of the noun, dates from the mid-19th century. 好的，同学们，来，我们来先看看第一个单字 animated。好了，当然这个单字哈，它是一个像是过去式来当形容词用，好，所以同学们要注意一件事哈，这个字如果没有 ed 的话，啊，它的原型是 animate， 好，那加了 ed 之后呢，我们的 interpunct 就在这个位置哈，所以刚刚老师给你看，如果没有 ed 的话，还是 animate， 好 ，animate 这三个音节哈。那加了 ed 之后呢，就变四个音节 animated， 啊。那当然，这时候我们来看它的双重音，第一个音节有主重音，啊，那第三个音节有次重音，所以我们把它分成1、2、3，啊，我们把它分成四个音节哈，次重音在三音节，主重音在第一音节，所以 main stress。main stress on first syllable， 那 secondary stress， secondary stress on third syllable。好了，那第一个音节我们看它的组合它有没有 onset 呢？它没有 onset， 它是母音开头，所以没有 onset， 所以它的直接它的 nucleus， 它是拿 nucleus A 来做开头 ，followed 尾随的一个 coda n， 所以这时候就形成一个 V 加 C 的组合 vowel and consonant， 所以我们念 an， 而第二个音节处在弱母音，所以我们念 anner。那因为第三个音节有次重音所以我们可以看到a n i 所以这样子过来所以念 anner。那次重音在第三个音节的时候，请看，这时候我们看第三个音节第三个音节有主重音这个地方，它一样是它是拿什么？它是它的 onset 它的 onset 在第三个音节的开头是 m， 之后 follow by nucleus nucleus A 之后呢，再来是什么 coda T。但是有没有注意到这个我们刚刚讲的老师刚刚讲说原型的是 animate 的时候它是什么 vowel consonant e vowel consonant e， 所以 e 不发音 ，a 会拉成长母音。那既然它原型的时候是 vowel consonant e 母子 e 那请问变成过去式时要不要套用这个规矩呢？答案是要的，所以你必须从这个地方画一个朝上的音节所以 animate， 那这个 e 念弱母音 t 的所以 ert 所以再看老师再写一下 an interpunct i m a t interpunct ed 双重音anner这是从这边画过来让人家知道这是 e shift 过来的所以 animate 这时候补一个弱母音的 animated 或者 animated 我们写 e 的好了animated 所以短母音弱母音长母音弱母音所以看得出来短弱长弱这个发音 animated。好，下一个 Cartoonist Cartoonist 当然注意看它是 cartoon 是它的原型卡通cartoon 那所以一样加了 ist 变成 Cartoonist 的时候呢，我们就把 ist 放到后面，但是它音节我们先注意它音节在第二个音节是重母音的地方所以我们这时候看看，所以第一个音节是我们套用的是什么 R control A R S R E R air I R E O R or U R UR， 所以这时候我们写个这样子的符号代表它是 R car。 好，那这个第二音节有我们的 main stress 了哈，有主重音了哈 ，main stress。好，所以这时候注意看 oo 哈，它念 oo u， 所以念 tune， 这个是一个破音字哈，这个是破音字，所以 cartoonist 啊，所以 cartoonist 啊，所以 nist 或 nest 都有人念哈。好，所以这个长母音啊是破音字，它叫做什么 ？o 发成 u， 当 oo 发成 u 的时候，我们这样标的时候，它是一个叫什么？它叫做 variant u as 什么 as u 啊 variant u as u 啊，所以它是念长物音哈啊，那我搞错哈 variant o as u 哈。对啊，所以它叫 variant o 哈，不好意思哈，我把它讲成 variant u 哈 ，variant u 也，因为有两种音都会念 u 哈，一个是 variant u， 还有 variant o 都可以念 u 哈。好，所以我们念 cartoonist， 再跟老师念一下 animated， cartoonist。好了，对这篇文章有兴趣的人，可以到我们的 wikipedia.org 去找 Bart B-A-R-T Simpson S-I-M-P-S-O-N 一个美国著名的卡通影集。那我们现在会从 Bart Simpson 一直念到 Ullman Show 好 The Tracy Ullman Show。好，我们来念一下。Bart Simpson is a character voiced by Nancy Cartwright, pictured on the animated TV series The Simpsons, the longest-running American sitcom created and designed by cartoonist Matt Groening. The mischievous and rebellious Bart, an anagram of Brett, is the 10-year-old son of Homer and Marge, an older brother of Lisa and Maggie. The character has also appeared in video games, The Simpsons movie, The Simpsons rhyme, commercials, comic books, merchandising, and for 3 years before The Simpsons on the Tracy Ullman Show。 好，最后一遍我们会慢慢念，请各位同学跟老师念。Bart Simpson is a character voiced by Nancy Cartwright, pictured on the animated TV series The Simpsons, the longest-running American sitcom, created and designed by cartoonist Matt Groening. The mischievous and rebellious Bart, an anagram of Brett, is the 10-year-old son of Homer and Marge, and the elder brother of Lisa and Maggie. The character has also appeared in video games, The Simpsons movie, The Simpsons ride, commercials, comic books, merchandising, and for 3 years before The Simpsons on the Tracy Ullman Show。 以上就是今天的 Vocabulary of the Day 每日单字。同样的，同学们，如果你对老师的教学有兴趣，愿意跟老师做朋友的话，可以订阅我的 channel， 或者直接用 Google Plus、Google 加机加 David TT ING 88 Google Plus David TT ING 88，或者写 email 给我 David TT ING 88@gmail.com。以上就是今天的 Vocabulary of the Day，谢谢各位同学的观赏。